It's showtime.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. If you don't have the flu this morning, good. Walk around with a mask because it sure is going around. But 38, 39 degrees out there. It's going to warm up. I'll tell you more in just a moment. Right now, he's ready. Good luck.
Built up from the weekend, and I ain't sick. What we say, that didn't be to be able to get out of bed. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM, and it is an absolutely glorious, what is that? Tuesday morning outside, a little bit on the nipply side, but doing good. Join me today, my local version of the Three Stooges, and the man sitting next to Glory, Danny Vinson, alive and well.
Yeah, I am here.
See, y'all could have done the hello line for me this morning. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah,
Real pros would have done that.
yeah. Danny ain't seen you since the Today Show.
It has been a while, since Matt Lyre. It's been a while.
That's a good story.
Got a lot of stuff done since I've seen y'all, but a lot of life stuff.
Getting hitched here before long, gonna move off and leave us.
Yeah, of the last 60 days, I've been 24 of them in Florida, so it's...
Well, not a bad place to go. Joseph, how are you?
I'm doing good.
How's your classes going since you're taking up the slack for Danny? Since he's not available?
Well, we just had one class, 3 students, and they're learning a lot.
You know, and I'm involved with all 3 of them dudes, your students.
That's true, you are.
One of them got my house for sale. One of them's my workout guy. And the other one, I married him and his wife.
Yep.
See, D, I'm jumping ahead of you, bud.
Man, you're just so far ahead of me. I've been gone a couple of months, and look what I missed.
You know what I delivered to your mama yesterday?
Oh, I don't know.
Gloria's homemade pinto beans.
Oh.
Right. Hey, that ain't what made her sick, is it?
You delivered them yesterday?
Yeah.
You need to stay away from me.
Yeah.
Because she's
He did
sitting
not
now,
go
so you
inside.
might
No,
have
she
gotten
came out on the porch, so.
Golly.
Okay,
But let's go to a man who's always super healthy this morning. Mr. Crimson Tide himself.
I can't get rid of this cough and sore throat. But other than that, I'm here.
What's new in your life, Zachary?
Not much. Just work, and that's about it.
Is that it?
That is, it's pretty boring life, Jamie.
But he's got a new car since I've
That's
seen
right.
him.
He got a
That's a
brand new
nice
vehicle.
car.
Yeah, you
And
got
I don't have money, D.
I want to be like Zack when I grow up.
I just got a lot of bills.
Zack and y'all two are my aspirations.
Wow. You didn't say and shake on me, bro. Say and shake.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'll talk about something that happened yesterday. What do you do when your internet and TV goes out? Charter was off for about 3 hours yesterday.
How did you survive?
Mine
He drove
went
me
out
crazy.
It's cut
Wow.
down.
the other night for
What'd you do
8
to him?
hours.
He drove me nuts,
I bet.
Now, I will go over what was on my DVR in just a moment.
which is
Oh, my.
pathetic.
Questions for Judge Jamie. Danny, you still remember how to play?
I do. We can talk there, can't we?
Yeah. And I appreciate y'all getting up with us. We'll talk about the men's conference coming up too, February 9th, Friday night, 5 o'clock over at First Baptist Church. Talked to Joel Carwile yesterday. We'll be telling you all about that in a little bit. And by the way, Dusty, and Tim Anderson will all be with us coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks. Now that's a crowd for you. I'll have to
Yes,
see if
it
I can get a
is.
word in edgewise.
bring
All
up
right,
these
let's get
two.
this party started on this glory. If y'all ever need me, it's countryrover@gmail.com. I might respond, but get back in touch with me anyway. I enjoy watching me from 40 years ago just about every day. All right, I wrestled that bear again yesterday, and I still didn't win. Here's Gloria with the weather.
And when he doesn't respond, you can go ahead and contact me, 256-603-4848. All right, let's talk about that weather forecast. 38, 39 degrees out there. It does actually feel good. I guess when we've had 8 degrees and 19 degrees, anything feels better than that. So things are going to warm up. We are actually going to see some sunshine today. Going to be very windy, kind of gusty wind out there, anywhere from 9 to 15 miles per hour. 47 degrees for your high. Partly cloudy skies, but some sun in there. Tomorrow warms up nicely. 50 for that high, full sunshine, and 54 full sunshine. Looks absolutely wonderful. Not bad at all. Then this one turns into a 3-shot. I knew he'd forget.
I know what to do. Don't come up here trying to tell me.
We miss you, John
Don
David.
Carter Heating and Cooling. Yes, we need him to get well quick. But Don Carter says if those units have been running, you got to make sure they're in good check. I know everyone's utility bill
I need a little more
will
if
be
you
a
can
little
touch
bit
me.
higher today. But give them a call if you need them. Get those units working. Or get you a new one. Like we did. I hope that'll cut down on our bill. I'm afraid to see our utility bill this month.
Mine went up $50 from what it was.
That's it?
Ours is under 1,000.
I keep my house at 68, 69, Gloria.
Oh, my God.
Now we've
gonna
kept
need
it
some of
about
that heat.
69,
Good
70.
morning.
Morning.
Hey.
Hi.
Well, have a seat. I'll be with you in just a second. You should have got here at 6.
She is our number one. She's our number one Judge Jamie
Yeah, we'll get her
participant.
playing.
Remember?
Yeah.
She knows those
Let's go.
answers.
Over here in just a second. If it's too cold, shut
She
that
can take
door
my
over there
spot.
if you're ready. All right. Well, how are you, Danny?
I'm good, buddy. I'm really good.
We got heat
Yeah.
in here, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm comfortable. I just.
Skinny people get cold quick. They got to
Yeah.
stay warm.
So, Joseph, you still teaching?
Well, like I said, it just started, and it's not still to it.
Now, I get whatever they pay you. Don't you think some of that needs to come back to the
If
guy
his
who
Residual?
teacher
I need to pay both of
waived
y'all.
it,
founded him to get in with him?
if
I
he
did.
waives
Yeah.
it, you have to
I
waive
did.
it.
That's the way it works.
It's all about you, Jamie.
Everybody always forgets the guy who's
That's true.
started everything, basically.
But he told me a couple years ago when I started, he said, one day you can pass on what I have told.
In case y'all are just joining us for the first time,
Yeah.
these guys are big-time actors. I'll
They're-
have some questions for all that coming up in just a little bit. By the way, Dr. Pike Miller will be joining us tomorrow for Decatur. I don't have my glasses with me.
I like what Joseph said. You know, you never really thought you'd jump into it and then be around so many people that quick, and you're like, well, gee, there goes Kevin Costner. There goes, who else were the other ones that
And
walked
he
by
was
you?
the same way up here the first time he. That's Jamie
know.
Cooper.
There's Jamie
I am
Cooper.
actually in the presence.
That was Zack.
I am actually in the presence of Jamie Cooper.
Hey, there's Bama Zack. I like that.
Speaking of that, let's go to a man right now who could eat a whole bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken all by himself, and he's done it on several occasions. Here he is now,
Never.
Bama Zack.
Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens, Limestone County. Got several things, Jamie, so I'll try to go through real quick. Great article Sunday on Brennan Ashmore. We've had him on before, and hopefully we'll get him on again because he's also part of the bowling team, and they're
Yay.
going for the state title. They're trying to bring the blue map home to Mr. Barry and Mr. Legg at East Limestone, so let's see if they can do that this weekend. We'll
Give a
try to get
shout out to
them.
Mr. Legg.
Mr. Legg and Mr. Barry and Miss Wise, they all keeping it straight at East Limestone. So hopefully they can bring that trophy, and we'll try to have them on maybe
I can't
next
believe
week or
you
two.
ain't a good sports director would have already had that bowling team up here.
Well,
we
we're
don't
going.
just do football, Zach.
Okay, we're going to get
Since
them.
We
up.
like to
when?
branch out.
Okay.
Since when?
Well, speaking of branch out, Limestone County basketball tournament is going on this week at Elkmont. So if you want to go see some good basketball,
Do they play during the day?
start about 4 o'clock.
That's too late for me.
Well, that's too late. Tough loss for Coach Legg, West Limestone team. They got beat last night. So, but 40,000 fans showed up at the national championship parade. It was packed. I knew it looked like a big crowd, and SEC Network did a pitiful job. And they kept promoting that they were going to show it, and they showed just bits and pieces. So you had to watch it online.
You know, you could have listened to that parade on Crimson Tide Radio. Eli go. Now, can you imagine listening to a parade on the radio?
I don't.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
It's,
Eli-
Did you listen to it?
No, the ump did not carry it.
That's
Wow. Eli's good, but I
But
know he was that
it
good.
was on Crimson Tide Sports.
Play by play.
You got to do some ad-libbing.
But Chris Stewart was the master of ceremonies. He did a great job. And Nick Saban said, yeah, we have 24 former players on the sidelines. And he kind of winked down there. The recruits are sitting on the front row. And he kind of winked down there at them. And Bradley Bozeman said, I sat in those seats 5 years ago. Now look where I'm at. So, hey, they were feeding it to the recruits. So,
Zack goes down
and hey,
memory road with it.
Jalen Hurts, you saw him with his hair behind Coach Saban. After the game, after the celebration, he went and cut him off. Said he promised if they won national championship, he'd cut the dreads, and he cut them.
The parade didn't last as long as you're talking about it.
But okay. But like I said, Saban says it's all part of the process. With on the
Cut it
future,
off.
they celebrate the past. So it's on to the next thing. Hey, Auburn, real quick. Alan Green, new AD at Auburn, and everybody's talking like that's a good hire for Auburn. Austin Golson, little Brad's cousin, has been named to the Senior Bowl, which will be this weekend, 3 o'clock, NFL Network.
All right.
NFL Network. Though.
And then Super Bowl, Patriots, Eagles in 2 weeks. And A&M has a new coach, Connell Maynor. He's the new coach on the there on the hill at Alabama A&M. And like I said, Limestone County tournament all this week.
Who will be, the Super Bowl is in 2 weeks on NBC, Channel 48, starts at
Yes.
like 5:30. Who will be in a couple of TV spots?
Jamie and Gloria
in the
Cooper.
Super Bowl.
Wow.
That's true.
I hope they show the one with me no clothes on.
I hope
Oh, great.
I don't want to say that one, Jamie.
Madison RV.
They'll probably not, Jamie, because you know
Yes.
they got the Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
coming, so they don't want to get anywhere.
Hey, we got any photos? I don't
We
know,
do. We
not.
had a little cheerleader over the weekend. She started cheerleading.
Maddie.
First Saturday was her first
Y'all
day.
know that house is for sale.
You know what the funniest
I've
thing
heard
was?
that.
I said, Maddie, I said, you know what? You're going to have to cheer every Saturday for a couple months. She said, I just thought it was one time. I got to go back.
Oh, my goodness, that's
I
funny.
said, yes, you got to go back. The team needs you.
That was awesome.
It was there Sunday right before church, yes. Does she not look like she's way too old in
Yeah,
that
she
picture?
didn't.
Yeah, she's,
All right, is that
she's
it?
going up way
Can we
too
talk about
fast.
somebody
Way too
else for a
fast.
change?
Oh, I guess it means you.
No, I need to take us. Did you bring any pintos this morning?
I did, they're in my head.
Okay.
Beans for brain.
Pilot Club in Decatur, talk about Bean Day coming up just a little bit. We're going to take a break, come back and play Judge Jamie.
All right.
One of our most excited winners ever.
Yes.
And we
Yes,
still
she
play the same way.
She'll take my
Y'all
spot.
hang on. Oh, man, I feel good. Feel like a stud every time I hear that. Judge Jamie, can you hear me now? Brought to you by One Love.
What?
Hearing 6 locations, one near you.
How
Call
many?
my buddy Zeke. He
Huh?
is the main sponsor of Judge Jamie. Kathy back in the house this morning from Decatur
Woo-hoo.
Pilot Club.
Ooh, go
She's a beaner from way back.
Beaner.
She
Can't wait to
didn't
play.
didn't you win last year?
She won.
I failed miserably, but I had more fun than I've ever had.
Good to have you up here this morning. All right. Y'all know how to play? Wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
Want to say hi
Right
to
answer.
someone?
Matter of fact, I saw a country road story run this morning from AHL Grocery over in Bama and showed a thing of bananas that had been on the shelf for like 20 years. That way. Good morning, Rod. Welcome this morning. We have fried possum too. All right, first question is, I told y'all that my charter was out yesterday.
Mine was out too.
All right, had nothing
Well,
to
no, it was out last week. They cut the fiber optic cable. It was out
So
about
I
8
said,
hours.
okay, this is how smart I am. We got one of them smart TVs. I said, okay, let's watch a movie on it.
Doesn't work that way.
No.
I was
Wi-Fi.
informed that if your internet's out, your smart TV ain't gonna work either.
Yeah, it's not
So
very
she
smart.
said, what have we got on the DVR? Glad you asked that question.
Surely there's some Danny Vinson movies.
Alabama football.
So I
That's the
thought.
right answer. I had the second half of the Alabama football game. I'd already watched it I average about once a day watching the
Do you
second half.
go back and make sure it's still?
But what was the, also on there, I had the second half, Danny, of Jeremiah Johnson.
Hey,
Because
Sharon.
it was on, after I recorded it, it's like 3 hours.
Watch your top knot.
Yeah, what's the talking about? I don't know what that means. I know what that means.
You saw it in the movie.
But well, I had that on there. What movies did I have on there?
None of Danny's.
Walk the line.
French Connection.
We used to have that
Ricky
one.
Bobby, Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
No, we used
I
to
wound
have
up
that
watching the
one.
last episode of Seinfeld because I had it on. I didn't have a whole lot.
Okay.
Seinfeld.
He had erased
I had
almost
Monster
everything.
House and The Good Dinosaur for Maddie.
Of course.
Cars.
Standard.
Cars.
We had La La Land. I said, I ain't watching that. We started. I said, that was for her. We had
It was
had
pathetic.
one episode of Property Brothers for some reason. I had Smokey and the Bandit.
Yes.
Yes, that.
That's
Yes.
classic.
Christmas Vacation.
Yes, my favorite.
Elf.
And Smokey and the Bandit. Rocky won.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one.
But the main things I had, there were two of the main things I had.
Okay.
What were they?
What does he see
What?
enough of?
Football.
Oh, I already mentioned football. What?
You don't mention that.
Himself. Very good, Brad.
Oh, a bunch of
Country
Jamie
Rovers.
Cooper.
I bet it was the interview that somebody
Ding, ding,
did a
ding.
really good job
Right, that's right. The
interviewing you.
Dick Lauderdale interview with Jamie
Well, I
Cooper.
mean-
Then I had Rover. But what was the number?
Where's my residual check for that?
What was the
Exactly.
number one thing we had on our DVR?
Football.
Barney.
Andy Griffith.
Barney, no.
Sandy yesterday. Joel Osteen.
Oh, wow.
I have to leave now.
No.
We record him every Sunday morning, watch it live, and then record it too. I love to listen to Joel Osteen.
Yeah,
I know a lot of big
You and I need to sit down and talk.
Huh?
You and I need to
He's
talk.
positive.
He's a motivational speaker type.
Yeah, he just needs to quit acting like he's a preacher. That's all I'm
But
saying.
whatever he acting like pays him a lot of money.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
yeah.
All right, anyway.
But there's
Hey,
a
you know,
difference.
Now y'all know my other. Let's go to some real questions. Here we go. You a football fan?
Yes.
The odds are out for college football's opening day kickoff in 2018. What is the point spread out of Vegas on Alabama?
30 and a
32?
half.
Actually, I've got 29 and a half. Has it moved up to 30?
It was 30
That's what I heard.
yesterday.
That's what I heard yesterday.
Auburn at Washington.
Like
Auburn by
6.
10.
Auburn 5.
3.
5.5.
Oklahoma at Lane Kiffin.
Oh,
21.
17 and a half.
Rejecting, that's what I answered. Eh? All right, USA Today did a thing on the states with the most popular places to visit in those states. I'm only going to do Alabama. What did they rate as number 1 in Alabama?
Space and Rocket Center.
Yeah.
Space and Rock Center.
Just yell it
actually
out.
came
You
in
ain't got to
at
raise your hand
Oh,
up.
wow.
The battleship at Mobile.
That came in at 2nd.
Jamie Cooper Television.
Oh.
Zach, I'm going to let you. Country Over Museum came in at 11th.
It ought to be.
So close.
What was number 1?
Orange Beach.
You've been there.
It wasn't the Vulcan.
The
one.
Crane Festival.
No.
I didn't think so.
It ain't we that desperate.
Kumo Cemetery.
Talladega.
It was the.
Come on, boys. Space Rock Center was 8. Gulf Coast was like 10.
Bryant
Country Over
Museum.
11.
Bryant Museum, I don't know.
Battleship was 2. Little River Canyon was like 7th or 8th.
UG White.
The Barber Vintage Motorsport Museum. Never been there.
Yes,
The
that's
motorcycles.
I've never been there and I need to go.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm,
I'd like
not
to
even,
go
I'm
there.
not even a motorcycle guy, and we spent 4 hours in there.
Why didn't you answer that question?
Unbelievable. I just wasn't thinking.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
That's
I've
awesome.
never been.
What is
4
the
levels.
U.S. What is a bottle of? Let me find it here. Fresh air. It is called the Swiss Breeze. What does a bottle of that cost you?
$9.99.
$21.50.
Now you can sell air?
$21.50.
I think
We're
it's
in
a
the
bottle
wrong
of that. You
business.
get 30 to 50 breaths of it for a bottle of fresh air. It's $25.90.
She is close.
It is
Yeah,
they
yeah.
put air
$5.
in from the French Alps, and it supposedly helps you out a lot to breathe. They
Oh,
got it
did
down
you?
Madison RV. You just go down there and ask for a bottle of fresh air.
Wow.
I think we need to patent that, D.
Wow.
I have some property I need to
So
sell.
I'm gonna start selling since Glory's made all
We
these
need some of
Pintos.
those for the
I'm gonna start bottling Pinto bread.
Did you hear Kathy?
Wow.
Kathy said they need
Some of
that.
those for the bean dinner.
Yeah.
Fresh air, yeah.
All right, here's an easy one for you. Easy. Speaking of cold places, what is the coldest place on earth?
Donnie would say Alaska.
Anchorage,
Siberia.
Alaska.
Iceland.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Well, I'll back up for that question. What was the coldest day ever in Alabama history?
-5.
15 below.
21 below.
12 below.
8 below.
Minus
Somewhere on
25.
Sheehaw Mountain.
Minus 27 below in
Wow.
Newmarket, Alabama, January 30th, 1966. There's a photo.
You were hanging out over there.
I was 3 years old.
I was in New Hope at that time. I was still in high school.
Wow.
Where is the coldest place in the world?
Sweden.
Siberia.
Switzerland.
South Pole, I don't know.
In a remote outpost in Siberia, Danny, you are correct. Eyelashes freeze, frostbite is a constant danger. This is in Olmakon, a settlement of 500 people right out of Russia.
Why do they need
What is
traffic
the main temperature? What is the coldest it's ever been there?
Minus 86.
I'll let you have minus 74 last week.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Come on,
The
man.
coldest I've ever
Uh-uh.
had is minus 94 degrees.
I'm not going there,
How do you
bro.
live
Okay,
in
so if
that?
the wind were to blow, the wind chill could be at like a 100 below.
I hope there's 500
Wow.
people checking
What is
each other.
what is
Really?
Ruska, R-U-S-S-K-I, Chia, C-H-A-I. It is a Russian tea, is what they refer to it as, but what would we know it as?
Milk tea?
Vodka.
Vodka is the right answer. Vodka.
Really?
If I lived there, that's what I'd have too.
They only have like 3 hours a day of sunlight.
Oh,
Oh, that's,
cold and
that's
dark.
depressing.
That is depressing. No wonder they're all
Very good
drunk.
place to be psychotic. A lot of business.
Yeah, I bet
That
the
just
real
makes it
estate
worse.
Market's not good.
Probably not a real good place
I
for
went straight to this. I forgot
No.
some of the other things. I'm going to go back over there. We started things a little different that time. Athens Utilities is upping our,
Utilities.
$2 a month.
how much?
$2.
$2 a month is the correct answer. I just forgot my main stuff. It went right to the hard stuff first. So
Well, that's
these are
okay.
the easy questions.
We can roll
Judge
that.
rules against elephant nosies owners.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you been keeping up with that?
Yeah.
The Moulton judge over there? How much does, she's up in that elephant sanctuary right up the road down 65. How much
Right.
does she weigh?
Not enough.
3,000
2.5
pounds.
tons.
Gaining weight.
2.5 tons.
2.5 tons. That's about right. 7,000 pounds would be about
There
right.
you go.
Close enough. You were on the ball there, Kathy. What famous comedian is coming to Huntsville this weekend and will be making a live appearance on the
Killer
program?
Bees.
True Beasley.
Bees. Yep, that'd be a right answer.
Beasley.
His real name.
There you go.
All right, there he is.
Save up.
He's a
Save
guitar
up.
man.
That's right. Save up.
He ain't been
What is
here in
the
a while.
newest?
I
What is
know.
the newest store called where you don't pay for anything? You just come through, browse, and walk
Oh,
out.
it's Amazon.
Amazon.
Yes.
Amazon what?
Amazon Go.
Amazon Go is the right answer.
Thank you, Brad.
Some people think they're shoplifting. I don't know how this works.
By the way, there
It
were
was
people
pretty
waiting in
nice.
line to get in the store that didn't have a checkout line
Yes.
yesterday to get in there.
They say it's
It looks slick.
All right.
Yeah, it
It
did look
does.
pretty cool.
I'm not on this list according to USA Today, but a new billionaire worldwide develops every 2 days now.
Really?
That's what they're saying here. How many billionaires are there in the world?
2,400.
10,000.
2,043 actually. 9 out of 10 of them are men. Their fortunes grew by 762 billion last year.
Compound interest is a beautiful thing.
42
Yeah.
people have the wealth equivalency of the world's poorest, almost 4 billion people. Wow.
Yeah.
I'd like to
amazing.
try that out for a list.
Who is the highest paid professional baseball player?
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout at 34
Good job,
million a year.
Kid's good.
Wow.
If only that paid you to run
I
track.
don't even know.
$34 million good, I don't think so.
Never heard of
Wow.
That's not fair.
That's pretty crazy.
All right, they got the Grammy Awards this weekend.
Yep,
Okay.
Who cares?
not a lot of people, man.
In 1984, what was the biggest selling album of all time?
Michael Jackson's
Yeah.
Thriller.
The Thriller. That was the right answer.
Thriller.
Because I'm talking Guns N' Roses in 1987, they didn't have any Grammy nominations and sold 18 million albums for a
Goodness.
thing called Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
The Eagles' Hotel California was nominated,
Yes.
but lost to Fleetwood Mac in
Welcome to the
1978.
Hotel California.
All right, only one other person would know the answer. How's it go, Zack?
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Only one other
Such a
person on
love
this set would know the answer to this next question.
No
Joseph
pressure.
or Danny?
What is the middle name of Nick Nolte?
Oh, wow.
Herman.
I don't know.
Werner.
Alexander.
Billy Bob.
You worked with him.
I did. Yeah.
And how many times have you worked with him?
Just once.
Kenny, he's an actor, professional actor here.
Okay.
There
Nick-
it
There he is right there.
Nicholas King.
Oh, wow.
Nicholas
King Nolte.
is. King.
I
What's the
just-
name of his new book?
I'm crazy.
How I'm still,
He's.
how in the world am I still
He
alive?
worries about dying a lot. I don't know. Does it have to do with dying? Because it's always.
Rebel, My Life Outside the Lines. He
Yes.
does mention dying in here.
Yeah, it's always on his. For
But that's
some
a
reason, he
good
brings
book.
it up every other sentence.
Just a
He
story.
What
took-
famous actress did he
Really?
say wanted him?
Oh.
Which one?
I don't know.
And
Now, when you
Martin.
were working
He did.
with him, did y'all not talk about any of this stuff?
Well, I thought he'd done Peyton Place. Remember Peyton Place?
Yeah.
Yeah. It came on in the afternoon.
He had. It was. Dang.
Well, the answer to my question is Barbara Streisand.
Oh.
And all you folks played it.
Barbra Streisand.
She wanted him.
Always wanted him to walk around the house naked.
What was Bette Milner's complaint with him for Down and Out in Beverly Hills?
He was drunk all the time.
Bad breath.
He didn't know.
I'm gonna let you have that, Kathy. Bad breath would be one of them. He didn't take a shower and ate dog food
Oh.
to play a homeless man while they were filming the movie.
Boy, that's called
Come on,
method
man.
acting.
Right.
Too method.
Method acting.
But the person he said
Wow.
that he really liked working with the most was Danny Vinson
Vinson.
with A Walk in the Woods.
That's right.
I'll never forget. He told me he's 77 and has a 7-year-old.
Ooh.
Wow.
Good night.
Well, we know one part's still working.
Yeah, hope for us all.
Last question. Last question. Pay attention. Last question. What is the newest church in San Jose, California?
Oh boy.
The Weed Church.
That is a right answer. Take the high
Man.
road.
The Weed Church.
The Weed
The paper.
Church. Coachella Valley Church began and end with the Lord's Prayer. In between, they have breathe deep and blow harder, is what the pastor
No way. No.
Oh wow.
It's legal
The
now out
message
there.
is really strong and powerful. People are craving something
Come on,
new.
Brad.
But
Craving Doritos.
what they're doing right now, they say that
Chips.
they're trying to get out of paying taxes and stuff because they're a church.
Right.
But in the back, they have a back room where they're selling all these marijuana products.
Whole new
But
meaning
it's
of fellowship.
the way
They're selling it at
But
church.
they sell it as a gift shop.
So they don't have to pay
We
sales
don't have to pay
tax.
taxes on it and all that stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's down in San Diego area too.
Yeah.
Coachella Valley. Wow. Well, there you go. You know,
Hey, we were leaving Walmart the other day, and this truck pulls up, got the big sign about this big on the back of it. It says, "Ask me about medicinal marijuana." I kept waiting on him to get out of the truck, but the smoke was just coming out.
Did not.
Well, since I don't indulge in that anymore,
Kind of slow getting out.
and I don't.
That's funny.
Well, it's,
All right.
That's a
Dee,
time's
we'll have to let
changing.
you have it today this morning for getting that answer right there.
Pretty good, Dee.
Yeah, winner
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with Kathy and talk about Bean Day.
Make my day.
We'll have a poot daddy going on in here just a little bit.
Oh, good gosh, no.
I ain't kidding. They had a Daddy. What was that little bar? Oh, you were
Come on, Daddy.
up there.
When you were selling Lynchburg lemonade, you
No,
probably went up there.
this was a little
Not
bar
that,
in
but
Huntsville.
Jack
Old
Daniels.
dive bar down off of Oakwood. I think it was Oakwood. Sundown or something like that on
that
the.
was Lisa's Lounge.
Not Lisa's Lounge. They're close to that. It could have been. I remember the dive like that kind
Yeah,
of.
kinda
But they had a poot nanny once, and they called and invited me down there. They were serving Pepto
Did you
and
go?
alcohol.
Did you go?
That's the star player, man.
No country rubber on that?
for some reason,
Y'all hang on.
Oh, and welcome back on this Tuesday morning. 39 degrees out there. Grab a sweater on your way out the door, but chances are you will take that off. It's going to be a breezy day today. You'll see kind of windy out there this morning and throughout the day today, but temperatures 39 right now. Nice. We'll see some sunshine, 47 for that high. Tomorrow, 50 for that high, full sunshine, as well as Thursday, 54. Enjoy this week because Saturday, or the rest of the days, because Saturday we have that 70% chance of showers or 50% chance of showers. So it looks like the biggest time for rain this week, but it's going to be a beautiful week. So get out and enjoy. Don Carter says give them a call. They will help you out anything you need. All right. I am here with Kathy. We were talking about the Pilot Club, Decatur Pilot Club, that is. Bean Day. You said the 25th.
27th?
27th?
This Saturday.
This Saturday. But how
This coming
many
Saturday.
years have you been doing this?
The 25th.
Yes,
This has been a quarter
25
century
years.
of cooking beans. And that's 25 years is a long time.
It is. How long have you been involved with them?
Oh, about 12 years I've been in the pilots.
Okay, good.
And, just gets bigger and better every year.
It does. You guys do so much good. What are some of the things that you've been able to do in the past?
Our focus is on brain-related disorders and illnesses, and so we work for projects for Alzheimer's, autistic children, anyone that has a special needs.
Yes.
We do the bracelets for Project Lifesaver for patients that have
Which
a
is
tendency
great.
to wander. We partner with the sheriff and the police departments for that, and we have just so many smaller things that we do in the community, everywhere we can reach out.
That's
And,
awesome. This year, what are you doing? What is the goal?
This year we have the highest budget ever, so
That's
we're a little
always
bit
nice.
afraid to raise that money for that, but we're doing a lot of helmets for the children to prevent brain injuries. With the
Awesome.
police department last year out at Point Mallard for the 4th of July, they came out and gave away our helmets for us and helped fit all the children.
How exciting.
And anytime you can
Hey,
prevent a brain
that
injury.
is a lifesaver for some, too, because, I always think of little Robert. Jody, his mom, would bring him up here, you know, and he would just be standing when he was having seizures. You know, you guys were talking about the municipal marijuana, but he is now, the CBD oil is helping him tremendously. He doesn't have to wear that helmet anymore because you could just be standing there and just hit the ground just like that, and it just has to be a parent's scariest time ever.
The newest thing for the community to be excited about is prevention of traumatic brain injuries, and you hear a lot of that on the news about the football players and that sort of thing. So we have a traumatic brain injury camp that we put on at Camp Asca and at Lake Martin every year. That'll be coming up in April. We're so excited. It'll be, I can't tell you, I think maybe the 5th year that we've had it.
Wonderful.
But people
We'll have to get
who
you
are
back.
recovering from traumatic brain injuries,
Do you not think everyone, I mean, if you woke up this morning, there should be some kind of charitable organization that you are a part of or you participate in, and you just actually see the outcome of the results?
Sure, and there's not a family out there that hadn't been touched by Alzheimer's or autism or an injury of some sort. And there's just so many different projects that we can work on.
There are. Okay, tell us about Bean Day. When is it?
It is this coming Saturday, the 27th. You'll be there from 11 to 2.
Where is there?
And we are on the corner of Highway 31, which is 6th Avenue in Decatur, and Jackson Street at Central United Methodist Church.
Can people get to-go orders?
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, if you're working and there are 10 of you or more, we'll deliver it and bring it to you.
Oh, nice.
Another thing that we are doing is if you can't eat beans or you're not going to be there to eat beans, you can donate meals that we will deliver to the homeless and to the food shelters around. So that's been a good thing for us to deliver bulk food to the centers that feed the homeless people.
That is awesome. All right, what comes in a plate?
Yeah, our delicious pinto beans or Great Northern beans.
All right.
Our famous potatoes, they're oven roasted potatoes.
Yum.
Coleslaw, cornbread, of course. We have cornbread muffins made from scratch. And we have homemade desserts. All of our pilots.
That seems to be my favorite. All the ladies get together, well, not get together, but they all cook at home. They bring all those desserts, put them all out there.
Strawberry cakes and caramel cakes, just every kind of cake you can imagine that's homemade.
So we need everyone, whether you're in Decatur or surrounding areas, to go down there on 6th Avenue, get you an order. If you have 10 or more people that would like to place an order, they will deliver for you. How much is a plate?
Plate is $8, $4 for children. We also have many, many door prizes. Our big door prize this year is going to be a 55-inch smart TV.
Wonderful.
So you can watch Jamie Cooper on your new TV.
She is so quick. She is definitely quick. All right, Kathy, thank you so much. This is the Pilot Club, Decatur Pilot Club. So go down there, participate with them, help them out. $8 a plate, $4 for children. And the time again was when?
11 to 2.
11 to 2. Go down there and just see everyone. You're going to know everyone in the building.
Thank y'all for your donations and help. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you are so welcome. Everybody get down there. Thank you for being with us this morning. We are going to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to talk to D. Lauderdale, and Danny is back with us. We'll see what all he's been doing. He's only here for a short time, here in North Alabama anyway, we hope. We'll see you in just a moment. Financial freedom.
Hey, can I tell a pinto bean story?
Oh,
Can't be better than the story we told, so, but go ahead.
There was some cornbread from down at church. I was some big old piece of cornbread. Guy, she just happened to have some whole milk, white
Okay.
milk, for some reason.
Just stick your
All right, go ahead. We'll talk while you're getting your microphone set up. A real pro would already have it
But
turned
anyway,
on.
you know, I can't get nothing.
battery
going.
died. You're good.
My
Go on.
battery dead. That's one of the few times that's ever happened to me.
Well,
So anyway,
no, I'm not going.
you know what I love to make bestest of all?
Oh, I don't know that I want to know, but go ahead and tell
Get me a big
anyway.
old cup. I had my Alabama tumbler. And in that cup, I poured pintos in it, cornbread in it, and then milk on top of it. Mix it all up. That is, and had it for breakfast.
Well, Now, Dad would have done that, except he would have put buttermilk in it instead of whole milk.
I do not do buttermilk. I do not buttermilk.
I can remember Dad doing that as a kid.
I love it, man.
Had a big old, it was a,
He would mix his beans and cornbread?
occasionally, yeah.
I can't do buttermilk.
Yeah.
But it's,
Most of the time,
I had it for breakfast.
it would be cornbread and buttermilk.
Yeah.
In a,
I've heard that a
I
lot.
made
And I
white
just-
bread this morning 'cause I think she bought some. We don't do bread, but she bought some today. Anyway, what we talking? Enough about me. What we talking
Gosh,
about?
that's funny.
great.
Hey, you're
Enough
big.
about her too.
Yeah.
All of her.
You're a big Nick Saban fan.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Not as big as Zack, but yeah.
But I stumbled across a speech that Nick did in 2016 yesterday. I had never seen it. It was to a car dealer group. And it's on my website, Lauderdale.com, if you want to go watch it. It's the best thing I've ever seen. Even if people aren't Alabama fans, if they're a leader, if they're a dad, if they're just trying to be better, they need to go watch
Really?
it. It's
It's on your
45.
website?
Yeah. Or you can just go to YouTube and just probably search Nick Saban car dealership or something.
But there's his
And-
Is that guy
website.
still selling cars down in Anniston, acting like Nick Saban?
Oh, I don't know, but if he doesn't, it's that's some of the best parody commercials I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
He
But
wasted an opportunity if he's not.
isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
So what all does Coach say about it?
Well, he talks. It's an interesting speech in that it's broken up like into 3 or 4 sections where he could do each section individually. So it really doesn't flow like you think
Okay.
most. But here's the things he talked about. He talks about. Really, there's 3 things that he's trying to teach the guys, and it's something that I teach all the time. He said, there's just 3 things that you need to be a good man. He said, do what's right, be mindful of others, and keep your word.
Oh, that's true.
So that last one's the hardest one of all, probably.
Well, it is. But then he goes through and he talks about what his job as a leader is. But here's one thing that he said that I thought was interesting. He said when he sits down with a player, and he learned this trying to discipline athletes and trying to figure out how to motivate them. He said, so what he finally figured out years ago, he'll sit a kid down and go, okay, what are your goals? He said, and if a kid tells me it's to get my degree and go play in the NFL, he said, I got it. He said, from that point forward, if he ever does anything that is out of line, I can sit him down and go, okay, now wait a minute. You told me your goals were to get your degree and go play in the NFL. Well, this thing you just did, you can't go do that. And the example he gave was Rolando McClain. When Rolando was a freshman at Alabama, he was walking to Bryant Hall, and to get there, you can go by New Fraternity Row. And some drunk fraternity boys thought it was a good idea to yell the N-word at Rolando.
Ooh.
Rolando grabbed one of them and just beat the snot out of it.
Yeah, well, he had a pretty bad reputation anyway.
Well,
he did graduate from
He
Alabama.
did. Well, and this is where the story's going. So they call Coach Saban about, hey, Rolando's beat this kid up. Anyway, he sits down with Rolando. He says, now, Rolando, you can't be doing that. You can't be beating people up. And Rolando said, but Coach, where I'm from, you don't let people talk to you that way.
From Decatur.
Right. And so Saban thought, okay, I got to switch. He said, Rolando, you're going to be a first-round pick. You're going to be a top 8 pick. That means you're going to get $30 million guaranteed. If you get a felony conviction, that means you're going to be a third-round pick, and you're going to get about $3 million. So you beating that guy up could have been a $27 million mistake. And he said, Rolando looked at him and said, Coach, you'll never have another problem out of me the whole time I'm here. And he didn't.
Wow.
Yeah,
I just thought that was
It's how you relate to
Yeah.
them to get their attention.
Yeah, and Saban gets this reputation for just being cold
Right.
and not really caring about the kids, but
I think
he
he
does.
really does
He does.
care about the kids, yeah.
He told a story about
We'd have
going to the
to.
shelter to visit people that were living in the shelter after the tornado. It's a fascinating
to watch that.
speech, and he's actually a
He'll
really
never make it as a speaker or coach.
no.
A motivator.
I know. It's just,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But he's actually a much better public speaker. I don't know, have you ever done a 45-minute keynote talk?
No.
That's a long time.
to
I've done
talk.
it before. That's a long time.
Not saying I couldn't. I can do 4 to 5 minutes pretty easy.
Yeah, 45 minutes
It's
to
a long
keep
time.
people
Let's go back
engaged
to
is
this
really
first time we
hard.
seen you. All right, it was 2 weeks ago yesterday, the Alabama game.
Yes.
And
Wasn't that amazing?
Ask him how he watched
Yeah, I
it.
cut it off because I got sick of it. I thought I was getting beat. So then she said, one, I turned it back on.
You ought to be banned from watching Alabama for the rest of your life.
That ain't the first time I've done that. But every time I do that, we win. So
The
it's
last
kind
time
of
we
luck
won.
thing.
He thinks that's his good luck charm.
Oh, is that what it is?
I've watched it plenty of times since then, but that was
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
that last play was a play for history, man.
They
There it is now.
they did an interview.
Catches it again.
With the guy who runs a quarterback camp that does the Elite 11 for all the quarterbacks, and Tua went to that. And so they were asking this guy who runs it, and I can't remember the guy's name, he's a former pro quarterback, about the play. He said, what you don't understand is that play that they ran, Tua ran 50 times at our camp. And he said he did it exactly like we had taught him to do, to watch the safety, come back. Because the thing that amazed me about that throw is when he makes it, he barely turns his head back before he lets the ball go.
Right.
But to take a 16-yard sack right before that, game over.
Oh, I was crushed.
I mean, game over. Georgia was wild. We won.
Oh, yeah, because we can't kick a field goal for more than 5 yards. And
You know, that guy hadn't missed but one all year, though, from inside the 40-yard line.
But it's an Alabama field goal kicker. That's the way it has to
They're
work,
always
right?
bad.
SEC Storied has got a 30-minute thing out on the game. I've only
Already?
with the guy with the voice and all that, and they show that ball in slow
It's
motion.
good.
Is it?
It's
I
good.
can't believe they've already got that out
It's
that
on-
fast.
on SEC Network.
I
What
just-
are you
Different
doing these
angles.
days?
We're doing the podcast. It's on iTunes. It's called A Guy's Guide to a Good Life. It's a daily one. I usually put it about 7 or 8 o'clock at night, which I've been amazed how many people like to listen to it at night. And so you can go listen to that. It's just good advice about how to be more successful and be happier and
Well,
make a
again, the
difference.
interview you did with me, what did we do,
Be
3 or 4
better.
years ago?
Yeah, it seems
Out
like-
of the bug, give a shout out to my buddy Dan Totten this morning and Robert Voss. They both
Yeah. Really
said, hey,
enjoyed it.
that was one of the best things I've ever seen on local television.
I had so much fun doing that, and I appreciated you doing it. You were really easy to interview because you tell
I'm
such
easy
good
anyway.
stories, you know.
Easy
And that's one of the
subject.
things I hope one day to be able to go back and do that kind of show, because that's the favorite thing I've ever done. But it just never got any traction. This one I'm doing now just blew up all of a
Speaking
sudden.
of podcasts, Conrad Thompson, you know, his podcast won again ESPN's Podcast of the Year.
Yeah.
Got engaged to Ric Flair's daughter.
Sure did.
I just need to know, is Rick going to wear the robe
Really?
when he's walking her
Ric
down the
Flair's
aisle
daughter.
with
All right, Nick,
Nature
let's see
Boy?
you come back Thursday with Killer
Yeah,
City.
y'all
a
can
whole
come
lot
back and
prettier.
see
All right,
Brother
Coming up
Truett.
next, we got 2 actors in the house. They're waiting their turn patiently. Y'all hang on.
But not quiet.
All right, back in action here on a Tuesday morning live, by the way, Sheila Lauderdale, in case you didn't know that this morning. Hope those
Get
beans
well.
are good,
I'm
boy.
feeling better.
All right, Joseph, so you're taking on some of Danny since Danny's departing us before long.
Well, I told Danny and I told these guys that when I give you these basic 101 tips and how to get started and what to do, what not to do, I'm going to pass you on to Danny because he's going to try to get some stuff set up
He's out
to
on
do some
leave,
Skype stuff. No, he's still
You
in
can still,
action.
no matter where you are, you can
What do you got
Skype.
coming up on TV?
Oh, yeah.
He taught me no matter how long you've been in it, 2 years or 22 years, you never stop learning.
No.
So
Good
next
advice.
I'm
Monday,
not going to try out for a part unless I'm guaranteed that part.
well,
That's why you're not going.
Well,
Doesn't
how's
work
that
that
gonna
way.
go, Danny?
Not too good.
Not too good.
What are you working on these days? I know you get married here coming up in November.
I've got a
Congratulations.
movie coming up in late February and early March. It's a Civil War movie, short film up in Virginia.
They must like you in them kind of things. I saw you in Birth of a Nation die the other day.
Yeah, I like those period pieces. They're fun. They're you know, you get to dress up and those Civil War pieces are the closest you get to a Western. You got horses and guns, you know, so that's pretty close. But yeah, I enjoy those.
You just sit in the chair and they fix you all up?
Yeah, well, and then if I got time to grow a beard, you know, to kind of help things along a little bit. But yeah, this is the same director I've done a lot of work with, and he's also got another feature coming up in June he wants me in, so
Good.
I kind of got to go.
So you're going to be working out of Jacksonville once you finally make the move down there?
Yeah.
It's
It's
that's
funny.
several months from now, but
It's funny that they don't care where I slept last night. They just need me there today. I can do my job from anywhere.
the whole town's probably disappointed in the Jaguars not winning, but they
Oh,
played
yeah.
better than I thought they would.
Yeah. Oh no. Well,
That
it's-
Buffalo game they played, it was the worst NFL game I'd ever seen. Then they beat the Steelers,
Yeah.
and then they dang sure near beat the Patriots.
Yeah, came close. They did
That was
real
a good
good. They're
game.
proud of them, and it's good for the city. They've They arrive back and they ask the town not to meet them at the airport, but to go to the stadium. Well, they get back in the plane, and even though they lost, they filled that stadium up with fans, man. And met them.
Who would have thought the Jacksonville Jaguars would be there?
Yeah.
All right, Joseph, back to you. What do you got coming up?
Next Monday night was a role I had on Fatal Attraction.
You erased that episode from last night.
Yeah,
know, I
we
thought
wasn't
I
on
got
last
the
night. But I played the role of a detective, so, you know, if the editing turns out right, you'll see me a few times in that, maybe.
All right, let me ask you.
All right.
You're a chemist by trade.
I am.
Is it hard going and doing a regular job?
Well, no, I still like my real job.
Because that's what pays you.
Did you hear my real job?
Kind of a good thing.
My wife brings me down to reality a lot on that. Don't forget your real job. You know? So that's I have
Good
to
job,
stay
Chris.
grounded.
Danny, what kind of advice have you got for
UA?
people
Yes.
watching that want to get, because I know the three guys that Joseph, you know, they're all great friends of ours. What do you got advice? Somebody out watching this morning,
Anyone
whether
can do
they're
it.
young or old, if they want to say, man, why can't I be an actor like he is?
Well, I tell you, it's always been real simple to me. If you're a TV host, or if you're a teacher, or if you're a whatever, you want to be the best you can at that. Same thing for us. It's just try to do the best you can.
I can't get much better.
Well, no, it's
Oh,
tough.
my God.
Some
Once
people
you reach
got
that
it.
pinnacle.
Oh my goodness. You guys push him
Hey, let
out
me
that
remind y'all,
door?
coming up on February 9th, the men's conference this year at First Baptist.
I hope y'all know he is full of
Will be there. Tim will be there. I'll be there. Not that I'm speaking, but Joel. But they'll all be. You get your tickets at all three churches or online.
It's on humility this year.
My name has never been.
They're going to
Jamie
use these
Cooper.
clips as what humility does not
It's
look
not,
like.
I
exactly.
thought Country Boy Eddie the other day. He goes, he'll celebrate his 88th birthday.
87, 88,
That's
yeah.
good to
That's
hear.
kinda your
That's good to
mentor.
hear.
He
man.
is. Hey, I gotta go. We'll be back
go.
tomorrow morning bright and early, 6 a.m. See y'all.
Bye.